Hi students, today we are going to learn about a very interesting topic called friction. Now what is called friction, students? Friction means the rubbing of one surface or a thing against another. When two surfaces are in contact with another and they are rubbing their surfaces on one another, that will be known as a friction. So what is a friction in simple language? Friction means it is an opposing force that opposes the movement of one body over the surface of another body. Means it stops the movement of one body towards another against another body. Now we experience various types of forces in everyday life, such as magnetic force, gravitational force, electrostatic force. Frictional force is also a type of a force which help us to walk on the ground. We cannot walk on a surface if there is no friction. Frictional force works on two objects come in contact with each other. For example, students, when it is very cold, what your mother tells you to do? Your mother tells you to rub your hands, okay, both the hands towards each other. So what will happen? It will create warmth. The friction will cause heat, and friction will produce heat. And friction happens when the surface of solid that appears to be smoother are not actually smooth. They possess some irregular ridges and grooves. For example, students, my dear students, this is the floor. If you walk on the floor, even if the tiles appear to be smooth, but they are not actually smooth. When we walk on the tiles, there is a frictional force happening. That's why we are able to walk. There is an opposing force towards our movement, that is known as friction. Okay, now students, let's do a simple activity and experience the force of the friction. For example, tug of war in classroom using books. Two book or notebook with same number of pages. Keep both the notebooks on the table and open them. Mark them A and book B. Put back cover of book A on front cover of book B. Place the pages of book A on the pages of book B alternatively. Means you have to interlock the two pages of both the books A and B. Now close as the books and hold them on their seams and pull out, and try to pull them out. Okay, what will happen? The pages of the two books will be interlocked. Okay, they are interlocked. Now observation, the pages of the two books will be interlocked and we would not be able to pull the books apart by applying force. Even if we are going to apply force, these interlocking of the pages will not be easily separated. Conclusion, it happens due to a type of force known as a frictional force. So frictional force, what is a frictional force? There is a force between the pages of both the book which stop them from moving. Okay, friction slows down and stops a moving object. Very important line. Friction slows down and stops a moving object. If there is a rough surface, more friction will be there. Okay, and if there is a mirror, less friction will be there. Now for example, student, I will make you compare two surfaces. For example, if you are walking on the road, okay, so you will be able to walk nicely on the road. But if I tell you to walk on the ice, what will happen, students? You will start sliding down. Means you will not be able to walk. Why? Because the surface of the ice is very smooth. The particles are not interlocking each other and there is a very less friction, and because there is less friction, you are not able to walk. But my dear student, when there is a road, the surface of the road is very rough. Okay, so even if you want to walk very fast, you are not able to walk very fast because of the opposing force that is restricting the movement. Okay, you have to apply much force to walk faster. Causes of friction. Why does this friction happen? What causes the friction? Friction is a force that resists. Resist matlab stop. The relative motion. Motion means movement. Friction is a force that stops the movement between two objects or a material. तो फ्रिक्शन क्या करता है? दो ऑब्जेक्ट के बीच में क्या करता है? वो मोशन, जो मूवमेंट होता है, उसको स्टॉप करता है. फ्रिक्शन moves down and stops a moving object. Friction also produces heat. When we rub our hands together quickly, they become warm. Our hands exert friction on each other to produce heat. These causes of resistive forces are why this friction happens. So friction क्यों होता है? Because of the surface roughness. If the surface is very rough, as I explained you earlier, students, for example roads, surface roughness is a factor in a friction. When materials are rough enough to cause serious abrasion, means what, students? If the surfaces are very rough, then the friction might happen. Second one, deformation, means you can say deformation means abnormality in structure. For example, when one or more of the material is relatively soft, much of the resistance to the movement is caused by deformation. Deformation मतलब अगर if there is a, you can say, abnormalities in the surface, then also friction may happen. Means there is, if the surface is broken, then also friction might occur. For example, if you are having a ball, now that ball is very smooth, and suppose what happens while playing, one part of the ball separates, or you can say one part of the ball is broken. Do you think the ball will able to slide as it was doing earlier? No, because it is having deformation. Okay. Molecule adhesion. Adhesion means what? It is a molecular force that gets generated when two materials are brought in close contact with another. When two substances are in contact with each other, they are exerting force on each other. That is known as a molecular adhesion, because each substance is made up of molecule, and when they are in contact with each other, they will exert a force on each other. Okay. Now try to understand surface roughness. Why surface roughness? What causes friction? If the surface is rough, of course, students, if I say this book, if the pages of the books are torn, this is a very smooth surface, but if the pages of the books are torn, or you can say there is something stuck onto this book, if I want to slide a pen, would it be able to slide nicely? No, it will not be able, because there are some problems, there are some structural deformities. Okay, so surface roughness plays a very important role in friction. The solid material have some degree of surface roughness. Every material, even if it is a mirror, or you can say even if it is a road, it has some degree of the surface roughness. The surface of solid appears to be smoother, or not actually. You will feel this book is a very smooth surface, but students, in actually it is not. Okay, it might appear smooth, but it is made up of small molecule. It is what it seems to be smooth surface under a high powered microscope. We would see bumps, hills and valley that interfere with sliding motion and thus resist the motion. Now if I want to slide a pen, okay, see, it stopped at particular moment. Why? If this was smooth, it could have easily rolled down like this. Okay, because this surface is very rough, so there is an opposing force which stops the movement of the pen. Okay, look at the raindrop on the leaf. The molecules of water stick to the surface of the leaf when they come in contact with each other. The same happens with other surfaces too. My dear student, you might all have seen water on the leaves of the surface. Why the water is there on the surface of the leaf? Because when they are in contact with each other, they exert their atoms and molecule pull each other due to electrostatic force. Very important line, student. So students, very important line, when two surfaces, any surfaces it can be paper and a pen, or you can say a road and a car. When two surfaces come in contact with each other, their atoms and molecule pull each other due to electrostatic force. Okay, they try to attract each other. It causes a resistance to the motion, and which will stop the movement of the motion when we slide two surfaces with respect to another. Okay, now student, that's why this, it could have easily slided down, students, but it is not sliding down onto the leaf. Why it is not sliding? Because there is a electrostatic force between the leaf and the water, which is resisting, which is stopping the movement of water down the leaf. Understood? Frictional force depends on two main factors. What are those two? Nature of surface in contact. Okay, if the surface is very smooth, my dear student, friction will be very less. Okay, a smooth surface offer lesser friction than a rough surface. For example, mirror or a marble. Okay, very soft marble or a mirror. And second, mass, weight of the object. The heavier the object, the greater will be the frictional force. Okay, there will be more friction required to slide down. Okay, so the heavier the object, the greater will be the frictional force. And smooth surface offer lesser friction. If the surface is very smooth, this will slide down easily. But if the surface is very rough, students, okay, this is a very smooth surface, it is sliding down. Okay, but it is not as sliding down, see students. So nature of the surface in contact, smooth surface offer lesser friction. And see students, if I am having this marker and if I am pushing it, is it sliding down? But if I am taking a pen and if I am sliding, see how easily it's sliding. Means what, students? Smoother the surface, and it will all friction will also depend on the mass, means weight of the object. The lesser the weight of the object, it will easily slide down. Okay, lesser the friction. But heavier the object, more is the friction. See, it is not able to slide down. There are three types of friction. Static friction. Friction can be categorized in three groups, namely static, sliding and rolling friction. Static friction. It is a friction between two or more solid objects that are not moving relative to each other. For example, static friction can prevent an object from sliding or sloped surface. So what is called static friction? It is a friction between two or more solid objects that are not moving relative to each other. For example, static friction can prevent an object from sliding down a sloped surface. Friction means what? Static friction means what? Opposing force, opposite friction that will stop an object from moving. That is called as static friction. It will remain in one position only. It will not move even if the force is applied. For example, I would like to explain you with one example. Suppose you are going to shift a house and your mama tells you to shift a sofa. What happens? For some time, even if you are going to move sofa, you will not be able to move sofa. Why, my dear student? Because there is a static friction that is acting on it. Means the static friction is preventing a sofa to be moved from its place. Okay, because of the gravity. Okay, even if you are applying force, my dear student, it is not going to, because there is an opposing force called as frictional force that is stopping the object from moving. If there was only one type of force, okay, if you are only pushing the force and there will be no force here, what will happen? This object will easily move. But my dear student, there is an opposing force acting against the force that you are applying. If you are going to apply force from this side, there is an frictional force that is opposing the movement of this sofa. Then it will be known as static friction. Okay, laws of static friction. What are the rules? The maximum force of static friction is not dependent on the area of contact. Even if it will not depend on which area it is. Okay. Second, the maximum force of static friction is comparatively to the normal force. If the normal force increases, the maximum external force that the object can endure without moving also increases. That means, students, if you are going to put more pressure, more will be the force of the frictional force opposite to you. Okay. For example, students, you might have seen a swimmer swimming. What happens when he or she is swimming, my dear student? If he is not going to apply force, what is going to happen, my dear student? Would he be able to swim? No, he won't be. Why he is not able to? He has to put extra force to swim, because there is an opposite force in the water that is known as a frictional force. So you have to apply more force that then you can move. Okay, understood? The static force stops the object from moving. Okay. Now, students, Now second time you have applied more force to the sofa. Now my dear student, the sofa starts moving. So now that sofa is not in the static position. Now it is going to move from its place. So that type of a friction is known as sliding friction. So static friction ends with the beginning of the sliding. So static means what? No movement. Okay, opposing force, no movement is happening. But as soon as you are going to slide the, you are going to put the more pressure on sofa and you are going to move it, the sofa will start moving. That's why static friction has ended and sliding friction has started, because this sofa is begun to slide. The force that is required to keep a surface along another surface is known as sliding friction. It is almost always less than of the static friction for every material except metal. This is why it is easier to move an object once it is start moving rather than to get the object to begin moving. Okay, now you have seen, if you are pushing the sofa because it was at a particular place, it was not moving, then you applied more force, then it started moving. Now it is easier for you to keep pushing the sofa because now it will easily move. So static friction is, my dear student, sliding friction will be less than the static friction. Sliding friction depends on the material of the object and their weight. It does not depend on the surface area. So if the sliding friction depends on the material of what type of material that object is made up of and their weight. If the weight is heavy, it may take time to slide, but if the weight of the object is very light, it may slide very fast. It does not depend on the surface area, means on whatever surface that material it may not have any effect on the sliding friction. Okay. Now sliding friction. After sliding friction, what happens to students? Rolling friction. Rolling का मतलब क्या होता है? It is the force resisting the motion of the rolling ball or a wheel. This type of friction is typically a combination of several frictional forces at a point of contact between the wheel and the ground of the surface. Now rolling friction means what, student? In rolling friction means opposing force. Okay, rolling means what? Suppose if you are going to roll a ball, okay, after some times the ball stops. Why it stops? Because of the rolling friction. Okay, when you applied force, your force was greater than rolling friction, but after some time when the force, if you are not going to put any force, your ball will be stop rolling. Why? Because rolling friction has, because of the rolling friction. This type of friction is typically a combination of several frictional forces at the point of contact between the wheel and the ground or the other substance. Now rolling friction will always contain rolling object, for example ball or a car or a wheel or a bicycle. Okay. It is the weakest type of friction because see students, when the substance is rolling down, there is no friction happening. Okay, this is the reason that wheels and ball bearing facilitate motion. Okay, so my dear students, if you are going to slide any object, there will be no friction. It will smoothly slide down because there will be no opposing force to stop them. Okay, so you understood students now what is a static? Means at one position, if you are going to put pressure, then it will slide down, and if they
it was a bit tough to get it started.
Okay, you are going to push a box.
To overcome friction at the instant an object starts moving from rest is a measure of static friction.
Okay, this is static friction.
Let us again move the car which is already in motion. The force required to keep the object moving with the same speed is a measure of sliding friction. When the car starts sliding, the contact points on its surface do not get enough time to lock into the contact point. So, the sliding friction is slightly smaller than the static friction, and you find it somewhat easier to move the car already in motion than to get it started. Friction. When we fix the nail on the wall, it is due to friction. If an object started moving, it would never stop if there were no friction. Because of friction between the tires of the automobiles and the road, they can be started or stopped or turned to change the direction of motion. On the other hand, friction is an evil too. It wears out the materials. Friction can also produce heat. Vigorously rub your palms together for a few minutes. It will make you feel warm. When you strike a matchstick against the rough surface, it catches fire due to friction. From all the above activities, we come to know that friction produces heat. We shall discuss the ways of minimizing.
So now students, you have easily understood static friction means not moving. Okay, it's at one position. Little force you apply, then the box starts moving, that is sliding friction. And if that weight, if there is a wheel attached to that box, what will happen, students? It will start rolling down. Okay, and you might have seen skaters skaters doing skatings. Okay, why? There is no friction onto their soles. Okay, they slide very fast, they roll very fast. Okay, same is the car. Now students, do you know that air and water also resist the motion of object? Means air and water can also stop moving, can stop the movement of the object. Okay, air and water. For example, student, air and water and other fluid also resist. Resist means stop the motion of an object due to friction. वो क्या करता है? Stop करता है. Water and air stops the movement of the object. The frictional force due to air, water and other fluid is called fluid friction. So when there is a fluid and when there is a opposite so students, now you have easily understood what is called static friction, what is called sliding friction and rolling friction. Now students, you know that air and water can also stop the movement of the object. Okay, if this is going to move, if there is a lots of air or water, it will stop the movement of this pen. Okay, this type of friction or opposing force in fluid, then it will be known as the fluid friction. Means friction, opposing force happening in the fluid, or a fluid is responsible for the stopping the movement of the object, that it will be known as fluid friction. So when the force that resists the movement of the solid object through fluid, okay, when any object is moving through water and it is stopped, it is not able to move, okay, then it will be said to have fluid friction. Skydivers falling down through the sky experience a type of fluid friction called air resistance. Means air will stop them from falling down, okay, and gravity will attract them down. So here, my dear student, one thing is what? When there is a force that is resisting the movement, which is the stopping the movement of solid object through fluid. Through fluid means what? Air and gas. Okay, then it will be known as fluid friction. Then vehicle, either a car or an aeroplane, move at a very high speed. Their motion is opposed by air resistance. The air resistant is also known as a drag. तो fluid friction का मतलब क्या होता है कि जब कोई मूवमेंट को स्टॉप कर दिया जाता है बाय द एक्शन ऑफ वाटर की वजह से या एयर की वजह से, then it will be known as fluid friction. And what is mean by drag? Drag means what, students? The air is going to oppose the movement of the aeroplane. Okay, my dear student, that's why that friction type of friction will be known as drag. You know, students, why these bodies of the helicopter, or you can say jets, are always streamlined? You know what is called streamlined? Streamlined means what, student? Narrow from the end and wider from the middle. Why, students? This force, okay, the air is going to, the force of friction is going to come from this side and you are going onto this side. So there will be an opposition. So your force has to be stronger. So that's why this, okay, you can see birds are also streamlined, or you can say helicopters, everything is made streamlined. Even the fishes are streamlined in shape. Why? Because these shapes will able to cut down through the air and oppose the frictional motion or oppose the drag. Water also produces friction or drag. Have you noticed the shape of ship, aeroplane, rockets, automobile? They are designed in a special shape called streamline shape to reduce the fluid friction or a drag. This will cut through the air. Okay, understood students? This will cut through the air and it will be very easy for the helicopter to fly. So C means less contact area with water or air. And even if you see marine animal, they are like this. Okay, so what happens? They are able to cut through the water surface because of this point. Okay, and they are able to swim. Now students, friction can be good because we can walk. If there is no friction, we can just slide. Okay, and there will be nobody to stop us and we might get injured. Because of the friction, we are able to stop, we are able to dance. But my dear student, there are advantages as well as disadvantages of friction. What is called advantages? Friction is very useful in our lives. Without frictional force, we would not be able to hold on to anything. Okay, if there is no force opposing, we would not be able to hold anything. Objects would slip and slide away from each other if there is no friction. If it is because of the friction that we can write, walk, open doors, turn taps, bed sheets on the bed remain intact because of the friction. We can sit on a chair without sliding off because of the friction, because there is a roughness onto the surface, and because there are two moments, there are two motion attracting opposing each other. That's why we are able to sit, because if there is no friction on the chair, you would not be able to sit on the chair or a sofa. Because there is a friction, because there is an opposite motion that stops our movement, that's why we are able to sit on the chair. Okay, फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स स्लोज डाउन और स्टॉप मूविंग ऑब्जेक्ट. फ्रिक्शनल क्या करता है? कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट्स को मूव होने से रोक देता है. ओके, now students, it is friction between the sole of our shoes and the ground which prevent us from slipping when walk. The grooves of our shoe sole increase the friction. See students, why there are the grooves on the shoes? Because these grooves will stop the will increase the friction and we are able to walk nicely. अगर if there is no grooves, what happens? आपको sliding, आप slide कर सकते हो रोड पे, गिर सकते हो. Okay, so this will keep intact with the road and you will not be easily fallen down. A knot remains in its place because of the friction of the rope which we tied. Because of the deformities, what happens students? Friction की वजह से वो हम गांठ बांध सकते हैं. Okay. Friction between the bicycle brakes and allow moving a bicycle to slow down or stop when brakes are applied. And because of the friction, if there is no brake, what will happen student? Will you be able to stop riding? No, you might have you will fall down and hurt yourself and nobody be able to travel down. Why? Because brakes are a very important part of the vehicle. Okay, so this is because of the friction only we are going to apply brakes. Friction will allow the stop moving of the object. Friction between the matchstick and the matchbox causes matchstick to light up. Okay, as we have seen in the video, my dear student, friction produces heat that causes the moving part of the machine and automobile to overheat. It results in wastage of energy and fuel. Okay, even if you rub your hands, what happens? There is a warmth feeling. Okay, why? Because friction will always produce heat. That's why you may see the wheels of the vehicles are always warm. Okay, because there is a friction. Friction also causes wear and tear. Wear and tear depends on the roughness of two surfaces in contact with other and amount of time the two surfaces rub against each other. So if you are going to wear a slipper for a longer time, then it will be toned down very easily because there is more friction. So tires of vehicle wear out due to the frictional force between the tires and the road. Worn out tires can cause road accidents. It can cause moving object to slow down unnecessarily. Example, friction between the boat and the water surface slows the boat down. So one disadvantages means what? Because of the friction, okay, between the boat and the water, what happens? The water will stop the movement of the boat and it will slow the boat down. Ways to reduce frictional force. Okay, if you want to apply less force, less frictional, what you can do, students, apply a lubricant to make surface smoother. A lubricant is a substance that makes the surface smooth on which it is applied, and this process, students, not every time the friction is good. Okay, sometimes the friction can cause wear and tear of the particular object. For example, student, if you are having a sewing machine, what happens if you are not going to repair the sewing machine? What will happen? It will start making noise. So in order to stop that, it will start having friction, more friction. So in order to stop that, my dear student, there are ways for which there will be friction, but it will be a easier one. Okay, so students, every time friction is not good. Sometimes it can cause wear and tear of the particular object. So in order to stop that, we are having certain solution. For example, apply a lubricant to make surface smoother. A lubricant is a substance that makes the surface smooth on which it is applied, and this process is called lubrication. Example, oil and grease. We can apply oil and grease on the moving parts of machine to reduce the friction between the parts. If it is going to make noise, you can put oil in the fans if it is making noise. Okay, because if you're not going to lubricate it, what will happen? It will keep on making noise, and the day will come, it will be damaged completely. So you can apply oil or a grease. Use of ball bearing. So what is called ball bearing? A ball bearing is a type of rolling element that uses balls to maintain the separation between the bearing rays. Ball bearings change the sliding friction into rolling friction. Okay, sliding का मतलब होता है ये, and rolling का मतलब होता है ये. So this one is used in the machine. Since rolling friction is less than sliding friction, because we have seen when it is rolling, the friction is very less, and sliding means what? It's just sliding like this. Okay, so you can use ball bearings in order to reduce the friction. A wheel reduces friction by allowing the contacting surface to roll rather than to drag. Okay, this is called slide and this is called rolling. So how smoothly it is happening? So wheel reduces friction. By reducing friction, a wheel can enable you to use less force to move an object. For example, student, if you want to move a washing machine, so what you can do in order to move, if you want to move it, you just don't have to apply pressure. What you can do is you can just put wheels around underneath the washing machine, and you will be able to easily slide down the washing machine. What are the ways to increase friction? If you want to increase the friction, which is very good, by making the surface rough. The surface has to be very, very rough in order to stop the movement of the vehicle. So in order to make the special designs or threads are made on the tires of vehicle to increase the friction between tire and road. Because see student, more will be the friction, more the object will be able to. Ways to increase friction. How can you increase friction? By making the surface rough. If the surface is very, very rough, then the friction can increase. Special designs or threads are made on the tires of vehicle to increase the friction between tire and the road, so that they do not skid while traveling. For example, on the highway, okay, if the vehicles are moving very fast and suddenly something is coming in the middle, the driver has to apply brakes. So if the surface of the road is rough, then the brakes will be applied very easily. Okay, and second, by increasing the weight of the, my dear student, if the object is very, very heavy, then also, my dear student, it will not be able to slide down very fast. Okay, if the object which is moving on the surface is made heavy, the friction can be increased. So small mass and less friction. Okay, small mass means if the mass of the object is very, very less. Okay, if the weight of the object is very less friction. More weight of the object, more friction will be there, because all the pressure will come down on the road. So friction I have already explained. Friction means what? As a resistive force, मतलब जो stop करता है. and it is caused by roughness adhesion. Okay, molecular, because of the roughness of the surface it will not be able to slide down. Molecular adhesion means molecular attraction, and deformation matlab any structure deformalities. It depends upon nature of the surface and weight. कैसा है वो surface जिसके ऊपर slide हो रहा है, and वो weight क्या है object का. Type static sliding and rolling. Okay, friction, fluid friction मतलब जो friction हमें रोकता है. Okay, in the fluid, air and water. Okay, advantages and disadvantages, my student. Advantages, because of the friction we are able to ride down. Okay, walking, opening doors, turning tap, burning matchstick and tying knot. And disadvantage mean wear and tear, because of more friction, more wear and tear of the object. It slows down the speed unnecessarily, and wastage of fuel and energy. It can be reduced and increased. Reduce how you can by applying lubricants or using ball bearing wheels, small wheels, and using wheels. And you can increase friction by making the surface very heavy, making the object very heavy, or you can make the surface rough. Hope you have understood the chapter.
You can easily hold a glass tumbler in your hand. But will the same be true if the outer surface of the same glass tumbler is made greasy or has a film of cooking oil over it? It is due to the friction that we can write, hold, or can produce fire. It is difficult to move a heavy box on a rough surface. But it can be moved easily on a smooth surface. Friction opposes motion and can be increased if the two surfaces in contact are pressed harder. Friction can be increased or reduced by various methods. Have you ever thought why your shoes and tires are grooved? It is done to provide better grip on the ground. To increase the friction, the brakes are provided in the vehicles. As the brakes are applied, the brake pads arrest the motion of the rim due to friction. Do you know why kabaddi players or gymnasts apply some course of substance on their hands? They do so to increase the friction for better grip. In many situations, friction is undesirable, and so it is necessary to minimize it. You must have played the game of carom. We sprinkle powder on the carom board to reduce the friction so that the striker and the carom coins move smoothly on the board. Sometimes it is difficult to open the door. In such a situation, we pour few drops of oil on the hinges of a door, which reduces friction and make the movement of the door smooth. Due to repeated use, the friction between the moving parts of the machines increases, which reduces its efficiency. On applying grease, the friction between the moving parts reduces, and thus the efficiency increases. It is difficult to move a heavy suitcase, but the same suitcase can be moved easily if it is provided with wheels, as